Miss Olivia.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Open public meetings.
Pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice of this meeting was forwarded to the official township newspapers, posted on the bulletin board and township website on July 29th, 2021. This meeting is being videotaped and will be on Channel 9.
Roll call.
Mr. Deegan?
Here.
Mrs. Pesch-Wilson?
Here.
Mrs. Flame?
Here.
Mayor Bruno?
Here.
Mr. Doyle's on vacation.
I get a motion to go to the first public portion for resolutions and ordinances below.
I make a motion, we go into the first public portion.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Seeing no one, can I get a motion to close the first public portion?
I make a motion that we close the first public portion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Can I get a motion to approve Resolution R-127A-21, accepting the resignation of CFO, accepting the resignation of acting township administrator, and naming Richard Wright as temporary acting administrator and temporary acting CFO, and approving contract with Jersey Professional Management.
I make a motion that we approve R 127A-21.
Second.
Mr. Deegan?
Yes.
Mrs. Pesch-Wilson?
Yes.
Mrs. Flame?
Yes.
Mayor Bruno?
Yes. Can I get a motion to open the second public portion for any comments?
I make a motion to open the second public portion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Good early afternoon, Mayor.
Floor is yours.
Harry Kennedy, 1578 Fry's Mill Road. Mr. Wright, I take it, is not here at the meeting.
No. He'll be his
You
first
kept him
day.
away for one anyway, to make
Well,
sure he
you
would
know what?
last.
Maybe he'll stick around a little longer.
Maybe he'll last for at least 2 meetings anyway. But in any case, Mr. Wright, without question, has a portfolio of experience. He served as the Chief Financial Officer for the City of Camden. He was there when the state took it over, and I'm not blaming Mr. Wright for the state takeover at all, because he was the liaison between the state and the city as things worked out. He also served as the Borough Administrator of Runnymede for 9 years, where the administrator is the real Chief Administrative Officer and carries out all the duties and functions of overseeing all the departments. He's also worked as a volunteer fireman, as a captain, and a volunteer of the Mount Laurel Fire Department, as the administrator of the fire department in Woodbury, and the acting financial person. He's a person with qualifications and background to do a good job. I certainly hope that he does do a good job. I'm just of the opinion, however, of that famous quote about computers. GIGO. You know what GIGO is, Jake? You're
No.
a very smart man, but that one is garbage in, garbage out. All right? The computer is only as good as the information that it gets and how the people giving it the information react to it. Mr. Wright had a great quote on his page. If some of you get a chance to go on to LinkedIn, as I do, to research all your hires, you'll really enjoy this quote. And I thought of you guys, one person in particular. People don't leave bad jobs. They leave because of bad bosses, poor management who don't appreciate their value. And that certainly doesn't apply to everybody sitting on that township committee. Far from it. It's like watching a spaghetti western. And I'm old enough to have watched Clint Eastwood movies, the good, the bad, and the ugly. There are good people sitting on the township committee. There are people that I consider bad sitting on the township committee. And there are people ugly, not physically, but in terms of the actions that they take out. I know, we can all judge, and far be it from me to judge anybody. However, Franklin Township has a history of involvement by not all township committee people, there are good people sitting up there, but of some that try to do the day-to-day management tasks of the township rather than leaving it to the professionals. It goes all the way back to Mike DeGiorgio, who was the former chief of police and then was hired as the administrator. There was lots of day-to-day influence and oversight and problems that existed. And until they stop, and until township committee people become township committee people, and administrators become administrators, I don't want this township committee to be thought of as promissory estoppel in the future. I want it to be able to stand on its own wonders and not need the excellence of a great solicitor to bail them out, all right? This is a good guy, and you're paying him a lot of money. Jake, that comes out to $250,000 a year as an equalized salary for a full-time week. A lot of you have complained about part-time employees. He's working 20 hours a week. He's qualified. He's worked in a lot of places. Let's not have garbage in, garbage out. Let's have the foresight to accept what has to be done, to do what needs to be done, and let's not worry about becoming the Atlantic City or the Camden. Let's become the Franklin Township that we can all be proud of, because I know you're good enough to do it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. Michael Beck, 1609 Hall Avenue. Is this open for any kind of comments tonight at this point?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. I just want to see, what is the process of getting the speed limit changed on local roads? Where do we start?
Engineer. They have to do a traffic study, I believe.
Yeah, and it would vary by if it's a state, county, or local road, so.
What road are you referring to?
Hall
sir?
Ave.
Pardon me?
Hall Ave. Yeah, it's 40-mile-an-hour speed limit, only marked on one end of the road, where the neighboring roads, Grant is 35, and Madison is 25, even though Madison is in Clayton. I don't know why ours has to be a racetrack of sorts.
So coming off of Delsey, heading down.
When you
Hall.
come off Delsey, there is a speed limit
The
sign.
light, right? The traffic
Yes.
light, and you're
When you
heading
come off of
towards-
East, there is no speed limit sign, and people take it, doing 60, 70, they don't care. There's a lot of kids now down at that end of the street.
Yeah,
So I just want to
it's
see
got
what we have to
houses,
do.
And then it kind of gets spread out a little bit, right?
Yep. Yep.
Traffic study, right? Is that what the engineer would have to do?
In the meantime, I'll direct patrols over there and also talk to Larry.
If there's a sign missing, we'll put the sign back up on the other.
Yeah, I
end.
don't think there was ever any sign installed there,
Well, I mean,
honestly.
We'll put one up, though.
Yeah.
So at least they have, if they pull someone over,
All right.
they can say.
Welcome to sit on my, I got property out there, sit there all day.
I'll just tell you like I tell everybody else. Beware, because they're gonna come out there and they usually catch the people that come in here and talk about it.
Mhm.
Just make sure you're doing this.
You're not the speed guy.
Believe me.
I've had numerous
I-
locals that are like, thank you for sending them, but they got me too.
I almost got T-boned pulling into my own driveway, towing a 30-foot trailer.
Yeah.
They were just in such a hurry to get around us. So luckily I saw it, I stopped, but I'm surprised they didn't take out my mailbox trying to get around me.
Time of day specific to.
Middle of the day,
All day.
middle of the day.
Middle
Yep.
of the day.
Weekends are normally better because people aren't using it to get back and forth to 55 for work.
The weekdays.
Weekdays are terrible,
Okay.
terrible.
Morning. rush
Morning
hour.
and afternoon?
Yeah, you know when rush
Going back and
hour is,
forth.
I see it. I'm retired, so I see it all day long. You know, nighttime, after 6 o'clock, it's fine.
Okay.
And you gotta keep the dump trucks off that road somehow,
Yeah.
because they are terrible there.
We'll get, Brian will send some guys, and then we'll have Larry make sure there's a sign up on the
All right.
other end.
That's
Thank
it,
you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Can I get a motion to close the second public portion?
I make a motion that we close the second public portion.
A second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Committee reports, anybody?
We were just here.
No, we weren't. Not really.
Heather was
We'll
in
be
summer
here.
mode.
We'll be here next week. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion that we adjourn.
A second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thanks for coming out, folks.
Thank you.